And our Cameron Kelly got a chance to chat with him today about how he prepared for his second time on the trivia show.
Nick, you are on Jeopardy and your episode is going to premiere on Tuesday. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience?
Yeah, absolutely. So I actually have been on Jeopardy before, which is a little unusual. I competed back in February of 2022 and I won a game, so became a Jeopardy champion. And then this fall, Jeopardy is hosting tournaments to invite previous champions who won between 1 and 3 games back to Jeopardy to compete in what they're calling a Champions Wildcard tournament. So that's how I was able to come back to Jeopardy and compete again. I was initially invited during the writer's strike when it was ongoing, and so I wasn't able to accept just to support the WGA. But then after the strike was over, they invited me back, and I was so thrilled to be able to compete.
Wow, that's awesome. And would you say that now coming in the second time, you kind of have a feel for everything? You know what you were doing?
Yeah, I hope that I would. It was a little different. So when I first competed on Jeopardy, it was still kind of during a lot of pandemic precautions. So there wasn't an audience in the studio, and there were a lot of things that were different back then. So some things were familiar, and some things felt totally new to me, getting to do the show in front of a live studio audience, and yeah, just getting to experience it a second time.
So how do you prepare for something like this? Because I would say that someone on Jeopardy is pretty knowledgeable about things that are going on in this world. So how did you prepare for the second time for this?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to have fun with it. So I didn't do any super intense studying. I made sure to watch a lot of games just to kind of get back in the rhythm of the show. And I practiced at home with my wife, just kind of with a pretend buzzer device and trying to, get back in the rhythm of playing. But another Jeopardy champion I thought had a great answer for this that I really agree with, which is the best preparation for being on Jeopardy is just being a curious person and always trying to learn as much as you can. So that was probably my biggest preparation.
Awesome. And then is your family doing anything specific, like a watch party or anything like that?
Not too much. I know that I have family in different parts of the country that will definitely be watching. My wife and some of our friends are going to be getting together and doing a bit of a combo Friendsgiving and watch party on Tuesday afternoon when my game airs.
Awesome. What a great way to start celebrating the holidays. Anything you would like to share about your experience, maybe with our viewers that just, was awesome? I know you can't tell us the results, but like, is there something like that happened that you're like, wow, this is gonna stick with me forever?
Well, yeah, I mean, part of the great thing about getting to come back again in a bit of the post-pandemic environment on the show was that I really got to meet all of my fellow contestants. So fans of Jeopardy have probably been watching all of my fellow contestants compete the last couple weeks in my bracket of the tournament. They're all wonderful people. So yeah, it was just really amazing to meet them. And then the crew and Ken Jennings and everybody who puts the show on is really wonderful. So, it is a great experience. And anybody who loves Jeopardy out there would encourage them to take the test on Jeopardy's website, and maybe you could be on Jeopardy.
And then my final question is, are you from Madison, Wisconsin? And if so, in general, you are, a representative of Wisconsin. So how does that feel to be on the show and knowing that people are rooting for you back at home?
I'm not originally from Madison, so my wife and I moved here actually after finishing school. So we have lived here a little over 3 years now. I definitely feel like I'm very at home in Madison, and to bring a little bit of spotlight to Wisconsin and to this awesome city that we call our home is really wonderful to do it twice on Jeopardy. Yeah,
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Nick. I appreciate it. And we're looking forward to seeing what happens on Tuesday night.
absolutely. Thank you so much.
And again, you can watch Nick's episode on Jeopardy at 4 p.m. tomorrow on NBC 15.